addition polymers. It is also called chain growth polymers because during this addition polymers or this addition reactions taking place, you can see here addition means there must be at least a double bond. So our starting material is alkene or alkene derivatives or substituted alkene, where these are the monomers which monomers join together by addition reaction and we get a polymer. Because of that we call it as addition polymers. But this reaction takes place due to some initiators, and because of that initiators, this reaction is actually following the mechanism of chain reactions, and because of this we call it as a chain growth polymers. This reaction involve intermediates, either radical, cation or anions. Depending on this reactive intermediates, we call it as a radical polymerization or cation or cationic polymerization, anionic polymerization, and these reactive intermediates are actually decided by the initiator, which initiator we are going to use. So this is what? These are the polymers, and this is these are the monomers, sorry, and this is a polymer which is formed after addition reaction in presence of this initiator. Or you can write this in short, n number of monomers you have taken, and we get here a polymer after joining monomers together. Now see, if you look at the reaction, this pi bond is shifting in between carbon number 1 and 2 of the monomer, 1 and 2 of the monomer, which I have shown by using a green color ink. So this is shifted here, this is shifted here, and so on. So we get a polymer because of this addition reaction. So this is taking place by using addition reaction. Now we can add little more information regarding addition polymerization. That is because this involves 3 steps. If you look at the mechanism of this reaction, we have 3 steps. Initiator starts this reaction and we call it as initiation. Then once that either radical, cation or anions are formed, then we get another step, that is propagation, where polymerization takes place, and finally we need to terminate that initiator. We need to stop that reaction, we call it as a termination. So addition polymers or chain growth polymerization involves initiation, propagation and termination in this mechanism. Now we have to talk something about its monomer, because here if you see we have used a general structure of monomer where it is actually a derivative of alkene, derivative of ethene or ethylene. So derivative means here we are going to replace one hydrogen at one carbon or both hydrogen in some cases with a Z. Z is the substitute. Which Z you can use? If you are not using any other Z than hydrogen, that will be ethylene. So in that case, if you are using this monomer, we will get polyethylene. And if you replace this H with Cl, so Z is Cl, we call it as a vinyl chloride. In that case, we get polyvinyl chloride. You can replace that hydrogen with benzene ring, we call it as a styrene, and the polymer will be polystyrene. Or you can replace H of ethylene with this acetate moiety, we call it as a vinyl acetate, because this group is a vinyl group. So this is vinyl acetate, and the polymer you are getting is a polyvinyl acetate. If you replace H with Cn, where Z is Cn, we call it as acrylonitrile, and the polymer is polyacrylonitrile, very popular polymer. Or you can replace hydrogen with CS3, we get here propylene. So in that case the polymer will be polypropylene. Or you can replace you can write even one more example. You can replace both hydrogen with 2-methyl. So this is, you can write isobutylene, 1 2 3 4 isobutylene compound, and we get polyisobutylene. So these are very popular monomers which are commonly used for the addition polymerization or chain growth polymerization.